Oh, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are joining me today. And here we have CNN admitting that Jack Smith, the special counsel that Biden appointed, or Biden's DOJ, if you want to be technical, appointed in order to continue to investigate Trump. Main goal is to lock up Trump before the 2024 election. That is his goal. That's why he's moving at the speed he is moving at. That's what main goal of all of this has been for the last year and a half. And actually, it goes way back further than that, right? When the Democrats tried to prevent Trump from actually becoming president by using illegal maneuvers in order to tell the electors not to vote for Trump back in the 2016 election. That change your vote, save democracy, right? And then after that, we had Chuck Schumer in the Senate saying, the intel agency knows how to get you 6 ways to Sunday. And then after that, we saw the intel agencies starting to use all of their lawfare in order to prevent Trump from establishing and executing his agenda for the country. And then what we saw was in 2018, we saw the Democrats reclaim the House of Representatives and immediately move to impeachment proceedings. And then in 2020, we saw more impeachments. And then after President Trump left office, we saw that the Democrats and the mainstream media, the deep state, the fake news media, all worked in coordination in order to try to jail Trump. And here we are. We have finally CNN admitting, yes, that's what it's always been about. And we have this on video. So before we dive into it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. Allow me to share some info with you. Hopefully you share it with your friends and family. Smash that like button to 1,500 likes. If you like the content, you like the video, you like the channel, you can smash that join button, become a member, get exclusively early access to all videos that are posted on the channel. You'll get them before any other people do on the platform. So that's a great perk, and that's a perk for all members of the channel. So if you're a member of the channel, if you're not a member of the channel, I should say, smash that join button, become a member today, or you can smash that super thanks as well. So let's go ahead and dive into what we have here. Coming to us from the Post Millennial. It says this: top CNN legal analyst says Jack Smith is racing against the clock to imprison Trump before the 2024 election. He wants this case to result in a conviction. He wants Trump in jail. This is what the Democrat Party wants as well. It's not just CNN. It's just not Jack Smith, right? He's working on behalf of the DOJ, working on behalf of the Democrat Party. This is what they want, and this is what was said during that segment. Let's take a listen.
Agree with me that Smith and Judge Chutkan are acting based on the election schedule.
I do agree with you, Michael, and I think any fair-minded observer has to agree with that as well. Just look at Jack Smith's conduct in this case. The motivating principle behind every procedural request he's made has been speed, has been getting this trial in before the election. Let's take a couple examples. The trial date. The average federal conspiracy and fraud trial takes about 1.5 to 2 years between indictment and trial. In this case, we have dozens, hundreds of January 6 rioters caught on video, straightforward cases. They too were given about 1.5 to 2 years between indictment and trial. Jack Smith originally requested a trial date for Donald Trump, a far more complex case, 5 months out. He wanted a January trial. It was set for 2 months later. So Donald Trump is being given far less time to prepare than other defendants. And the actions this week, Jack Smith won an argument on immunity in the district court and then went right to the Supreme Court. I think a right move. I think the smart move. The only reason you ask the Supreme Court to do that on an expedited basis is if you're racing against the clock. And Jack Smith clearly is doing that here.
Okay, I referred to the election as the Voldemort of the petition that he filed. Why not say that? Why not simply say there's an election on the horizon and I'm afraid this guy's going to get away?
You will never hear either Jack Smith or Judge Chutkan utter the E word, election. They will not specifically say it. Instead, they use this sort of euphemistic language about the need for resolution, that kind of thing. Here's why I think Jack Smith is not willing to do it. 2 reasons. First of all, DOJ rules, unwritten and written, both say you are not supposed to do anything that could impact an election. In fact, you are supposed to affirmatively try not to take steps that might impact an election. And the second thing, and I think Jack Smith is right about this, is if he is to say, okay, Judge, we really need to try this case before the election, Donald Trump is going to seize on that aggressively. He's going to say, see, folks, when I tell you this is political, Jack Smith has now admitted that he wants me tried before the election, and that's political. So I think he's very wary of that.
Okay, so then evaluate we agree. We agree that he is acting, Judge Chutkan is acting with an eye toward the election calendar. Now I want to hear Ellie Honig assess the propriety of him doing exactly what he's doing. Because on one hand, you could say, well, he's being political. On the other hand, I guess you would say, Ellie, like you probably back in the day, he's an aggressive prosecutor. He's worked the case up. He wants to get before a jury.
Right. I don't like the artifice here. I don't like the game playing, the wordsmanship that we're seeing. I think Jack Smith ought to just come out and say it or not. Here's the arguments both ways. First of all, if Jack Smith is trying to get this case tried before the election, and he clearly is, look, that is political. I mean, the counter argument would be, well, Jack Smith just wants the American voters to have resolution before they go to the ballot box. And I understand that. As a voter, I would like to know. But here's the problem with that argument, Michael. Jack Smith doesn't just want to get this trial done and let the chips fall where they may and let the consequences be what they can be. He's the prosecutor. He believes this case. He wants this case to result in conviction. And so his position isn't just, well, I want this case tried before the election. His position really, as a practical matter, is I want Donald Trump convicted before the election. I have no problem with the first part of that. It's his job to want and try to convict Donald Trump now that he's indicted. But the second part of that, before the election, that's where it crosses the line to the political, in my view.
Yeah, the whole thing's been political from the onset of all of this. And that's what we've been seeing with this push to throw Trump in jail. And we're going to continue to see this kind of push all the way up through the election. And this goes right back to that video I did the other day talking about, are we walking into a trap because of so many things that are being put on the table? Are we going to see something where they are successful in these cases and they do convict Trump and they do put Trump in jail? Where does that leave us then? Lots of things to consider, lots of things to continue to keep our eye on. But one thing is for sure, that these people continue to try to interfere in an election process. You cannot get away from that because that's exactly what is happening. Biden knows, the DOJ knows, the FBI knows, the judge knows, everyone knows that this is political. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Of course, you guys can follow me on all my social media, all links in the description down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.